Has come a very long way from when we first domesticated dogs. In fact, in the very beginning, when dogs were domesticated, that was kind of a loose term for we feed the dog, we keep the dog, we love the dog. A lot of methods that are out there come from the original form of dog training, which is essentially bend them to your will. But let me let you in on a little secret. There are far easier ways to reach your dog than using something negative that they're afraid of to dissuade them from behavior you don't want to see. Not only will you notice that your dog is more responsive, but if you shift away from what training used to be and educate yourself on what methods are the most effective, you'll find that getting your dog excited about learning has a lot to do with your relationship and relationship building. Decades later, we've come a long way since rolling up a newspaper and swatting the dog for barking. More than that, results really speak for themselves. If your dog trusts you, and if you have a language going, a dialogue, one that they understand, the sky is really the limit on the training possible. In my experience, positive reinforcement has always won any battle that any owner has ever been struggling with in my many years of training. I never used harsh corrections or dominating behavior techniques because in reality, that's breaching that line of trust. And dogs are always going to want that trust intact. When it is, they're more likely to give you what you're asking for. They're more willing to give you what you're asking for. And this is across every breed and is all-encompassing. Everything from basic obedience and puppy behaviors to your severe aggression and anxiety cases. The key to this, though, if you have a more difficult case, is to properly identify what the issues are, what the triggers are, and then you need to come up with a treatment plan that can really address these issues effectively and permanently. And sometimes this means enlisting the help of a professional. Each dog has a learning style and a learning pattern, but that doesn't mean that you can't reach them regardless of what issue you're trying to tackle, whether it's something super simple or something more complex. But my standard of methodology never changed. It was never altered. While each dog was different, my process was very similar from dog to dog. I didn't change how forceful I was. I was the same person every week when I would go to a client's house, or if they were doing a board and train with me, I was the same every day with that dog. So they had something to depend on. So they had a process that they could learn and adhere to. And at no point am I instilling fear to get the result I'm asking for. Instead, by building trust and sticking to a predictable, consistent process, the dogs would always respond positively. Think about it a different way. If every time you were asked to clean your room and you thought of a million things that you could be doing that you'd rather be doing other than cleaning your room, if someone at the end of said room cleaning offered you a $100 bill, would you be willing to clean your room? Probably.